Hello, everyone. Welcome to 360 Degrees Excellence, where we believe everyone can have all-round success. Today, I'm going to be having a conversation with Mr. Opeoluwa and Adeshoye, and we're going to be talking about serving through politics. You know, a lot of people don't like to talk about politics. A lot of people, especially where I came from in Nigeria, people don't want to go to politics. Some people believe that politics is dirty, but I believe that it's high time we changed that mindset. Politics is very, very important. And our leaders, that is how we, elect our leaders through politics. And democracy is very, very important. So we really need to encourage people to participate in politics. You don't have any reason, you don't have excuse especially, okay, let me say it this way. You can't be saying bad things about politics in your country if you're not participating. And if you're also not praying for them, the best thing is for us to try and know how it is done. And today I have a friend of mine that is in politics in Nigeria. I want to interview him, ask him some questions, and to also advise people, young people that may be thinking of going into politics, that may want to build a career in politics. He has a lot of experience and he can share with us. So without wasting time, let's dig in. So the first question I'm going to be asking my guest to tell us about himself. Opene, can you just tell us about yourself?
Okay, yeah. My name is Opeoluwa Tomilola Adeshoye, and I will try to put the alias there to buttress on it. I'm popularly called Opene. That was a name I got used to right from my primary school days till secondary, and I carried over to university and everywhere I go. So I can't remove Opene from my real names. I grew up in Surulere. I had my primary school in Estate Baptist in Surulere, secondary school, Government College, Lagos. My tertiary, my university, I had it at Federal University of Technology, where I studied estate management. And after then, I served in Enugu for my 1-year compulsory youth service. I got into real estate business, and I'm still practicing as an estate surveyor and valuer. I'm now fully in politics, serving my people with the little experience I've gathered in my private practice and my relationship with the community. Thank you, man.
That's fantastic. Can you just tell us a little bit more why you really went into politics?
Well, I think precisely 1999, when we started democracy, I got interested because before then we've had different military rules. But this time around was for us to showcase a government by the people for the people. You understand? So that prompted me to join politics, but I wasn't active. So I became very active in the year 2006. That time was His Excellency, Governor of Lagos State, Babatunde Raji Fashola, was part of the people that motivated me into politics. When you see someone with a vast experience, someone of that nature coming and into politics, I think it was a booster for people like us. So I got my motivation through Babatunde Raji Fashola. That got me involved in politics. And to start politics, the first point of call is my vicinity, which is my local hood. So I joined them with the intention of serving my people. So I joined the local politics, which is the main politics. That's the grassroots politics, where you are actually close to the people, where the people can see you, identify with you easily. So I joined politics from my grassroots, and I'm still with my people, and I'm still at the grassroots. So the motivation and inspiration I got from the then governor, His Excellency Babatunde Raji Fashola, motivated me into politics. And since then, I've been active in politics, very active at the grassroots level.
That is interesting. I like something about you. You started from, the grassroots. You're very close with the people. Some people, I've learned about them. I've read about a lot of people when they want to go into politics, they want to campaign to become a governor. and they've not done anything, you know, at the lower cadre. You didn't do that. You started from the grassroots. I think that's a very good thing to do. It also shows that you want to serve your people. You're really thinking about what you can give, not what you can get. And I think it's also very important for people like you, educated people, to be involved in politics. Like you mentioned, the case of the former governor, Fashola. Then it was even a son. And so I think it's good for us to encourage people like that, graduates to be involved, not people that are not educated, not the literate. I think it's very, very good, because if people like us that are educated don't participate, then we can't be complaining if the people that they are not doing it so well. And now I want to ask you a question. If maybe a young person that is looking at us right now, thinking of going into politics, what advice you have for them?
Okay, you see, when we talk about politics, we have to look at the Nigerian context of politics, how politics is being played in Nigeria. So my discussion will showcase it from the Nigerian perspective. Unfortunately, the major problem with Nigeria is that the elites are not 100% involved in politics. Do you understand? When I say the elite, I mean the educated one, the exposed one, the ones that are well-read and understandable about things around. They are not involved. So they have left the grassroots politics for the artisans.
Yeah.
You understand? They occupy the space of the grassroots politics. So any young man that is coming into politics, the number one thing is just that you must belong to a political party. That is the first step. Joining political party, I think, is very, very vital and important, because the democracy we showcase with practice starts from the political party. Because the political parties present the candidates. You get it? So the people that elect the candidate at the political party level are very, very important. They are the people that practice the internal democracy. So if I see a young man that wants to go into politics, I'll just say, go back to your base. Just go back to your grassroots. The political system has been well structured at the grassroots. Every grassroots has a ward. You must belong to a ward. From a ward, you now go to a local government. From a local government, you now go to a state. So you must go back to your basis, which is your ward. And your ward, the wards are even broken down into zones. So the street you live belongs to a zone, which also forms the ward. Do you understand? And outside that, for example, the state has even structured it. They call them the CDA, the Community Development Association. So you must be part of it. But unfortunately, the way the thing has been designed, people don't even join the Community Development Association. People don't join. They are just left for the few in the community. You understand? To liaise on their behalf, and it's wrong. So if you are truly interested in something, you must join the Community Development Association. When I started, I was the secretary of the Landlord and Tenants Association in my community, which metamorphosed into a CDA, Community Development Association. I was the social secretary. So from there, I got used to the landlord and few tenants that were amongst. And some, because they are tenants, they try to disseminate themselves from the CDA, and it's wrong. It means that once you are a resident in a community, automatically you are a member of the Community Development Association. So as a young man, you must start from the Community Development Association. From there, you get information about what is really happening in the community. And once you join a political party, it will be easier for you to migrate from the zone to the ward.
Yeah.
Presently, I am representing a ward. I am their councilor, because the ward forms the local government. So I'm representing the ward, which is the closest to the people. So any young man I see, I just tell them, look, instead of all this social media approach, which is good, interesting, but we must take the politics to the grassroots.
Absolutely.
We must showcase everything we put, everything we post, everything we believe on the social media. We must take it to the grassroots. And to interest you, There's much gap between the social media and the grassroots. Much gap. I can tell you for a good authority that 90% of what flies on the social media doesn't get to the grassroots because the elites don't bombard the grassroots. If they use the zeal they use on the social media, if they use that same zeal at the grassroots, I'm telling you, there will be much involvement from the people so that the money brokers will not hijack the party. So that is why it is very important for a young man to approach, go to your CDA, Community Development Association, go to your board, just take it from there. And I'm telling you, it just takes little time. Before you know it, you'll be moving forward gradually. So if the elites and if the youth can bombard the politics played at the grassroots, I think Nigeria will be better for every one of us. An internal democracy will come to play, and that will showcase the democracy we are all clamoring for.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Another thing I know you are doing currently, you have a project to young people. You're helping them to read. Can you tell us about the book project you started? And why did you start it?
Okay, that's a fantastic question. And the question, my response will come in form of a testimony. You see, I remember in 2017 when I was doing my re-election. So each time we are campaigning for re-election and stuff, exactly as we are doing presently now. Each time we are campaigning, then I branded my vehicle. I now put a speaker on top. So we now move within the community, within the streets. So the speakers will be playing danceable music to attract people so that you'll be able to stand and campaign for them. So I was doing those things, and to my surprise, I saw the children in the community. Each time I play the danceable music, the children will run around my vehicle. You know, they'll try to give me a handshake. They'll just bombard my vehicles. And that thing got to me that these children are always coming to me. Each time they see the vehicle going, they will come to me. So the following couple of days, I had to buy, biscuit, ice creams, just to appreciate them. So when I now won the election, I now said to myself that, look, these kids running over my vehicle during campaign, what can I do to sustain this kind of legacy? Because it was something interesting that I really admired. That what could I do? You understand? To ensure that this kind of thing continue, the way the kids were running around the vehicle continued. So, in the process of doing research and seeing things, I just saw something from someone that happened to be a mobile library, whatever. So I just got the concept from there and now built on it that fine, if I can do a mobile library where I'll be giving these kids books on weekly basis, I think it would be a very good idea. So the thought of it started for me. I now develop it in a good model that I call it Opene Community Mobile Library. So it is dedicated for kids between the ages of 7 to 13. So on a weekly basis, I give them books, story books to read. After giving them the story books, I give them a reading diary where they write everything they read in the book, like when they started reading it, with the lesson they learned there. Then I even made it compulsory that they must bring out 7 words from the book and tell me the meaning. So that means they have to go back to their dictionary. And to surprise you, I started with less than 50 kids, but as at the last count that we did like 3 weeks ago, I have close to 450 kids that I give books on weekly basis. So the mobile library is now the concept of a vehicle that moves around within the community, playing danceable kids' music. So the kids, on hearing this music, they just come straight to the vehicle and we give them books. And I think it's a success story because most of the things we hear about it, the parents are so happy about it. They said the zeal the kids put into this mobile library is very, very encouraging. And another interesting thing is just that the kids join willingly on their own. So when you see a kid that joined our mobile library on Saturdays, we now go to his or her doorstep to give the kids books. So it's encouraging. And more also, there's a portion in the reading diary where the parents must comment. They must make a comment on it on a weekly basis too. So indirectly, the parents are even involved in this mobile library. And to capture it, we now have a WhatsApp group platform where the parents are there. So where we get feedback, comments, adjustment, advice, they showcase it and they do it there. So that is just about the Opene Mobile Library.
That's fantastic. And I think it's very, very good initiative for a country where we don't have a lot of community libraries. In developed countries, you have community libraries. But I'm sure while I was growing up in Nigeria and while I was living in Nigeria, I didn't see a lot of community library. So now having that type of initiative is fantastic. And to also encourage young people to read. What a good initiative that you have there. And I've really learned a lot from from what you're doing, and you also use social media to tell people about yourself. And I think it's a very good thing to do. Social media is a powerful tool, but you are not just stopping there. You are also relating with the people at the grassroots. Very, very fantastic. And I hope that someday, maybe you are going to become a governor of Lagos State. It's possible. It's possible, or something higher, or chairperson. What's the name of your local government? Is it Abesan?
Okay, my local government is Mosan Okunola Local Development as a Local Council Development Association. So it's under Alimosho Local Government in Lagos.
Okay.
Alimosho Local Government is the largest.
Okay.
Abesan is a community inside Mosan Okunola. So Alimosho is the local government from the federal. So it was during the administration of His Excellency, the former governor of Lagos State, that he now created the LCDA, that's the Local Council Development Association. So Alimosho local government is now splitted into 6. So the advantage of that is now that the governance is now closer to the people. So Alimosho local government has Mosan Okunola LCDA. And Mosan Okunola LCDA has 5 councillors representing them there now.
Okay. Interesting. What's your final message for us today? The closing remark.
Okay, well, my closing remarks is for me to encourage, especially the elites, the youth of the community, to encourage them to join political parties. I'm not being specific about my party, but I'm just saying join any political party of your choice. It is very, very important. If the zeal people put into NSAS, they now put that zeal to join political parties, I'm telling you, there will be drastic change in the system. But unfortunately, the number of people in the political party is small compared to the population we have presently. So it's also for me to encourage them. And another thing I have to state here, because we're talking about my dressing on the platform, on social media. It is very important. It's an indirect way of showcasing my tailor. And I'm telling you the truth, all my grassroots, my tailors are my grassroots people. I told them that, look, I can empower you. The only way I can empower you, when it's so for me, I pay you. I will help you showcase it on the social media. And people will say, oh, I like your tailor. And I'm telling you, as of today, I have like close to 7 of them that have empowered. My friends will always tell me, oh, I like your dress. Indirect, I'll just give them their number. And they are so happy about it. So that's why my posting there indirectly is a form of empowerment to my grassroots people.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Opene, for your response today. I've really learned from our conversation. I really believe that politics is very, very important. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to do this interview with me. And for our viewers, I want to tell you once again that politics is very, very important. I came across some tips for those that may be considering going into politics. The first thing, volunteer for a political campaign. Number 2, join a party. Like Opene said the other time, join a party. Find a party to join. Party that they have the same ideologies that you believe in. Join them. Contribute money to political candidates. If you know a political candidate that you believe in, you can support them financially. Pay attention to political news. Then start local and work your way up. Like what Opene is saying, start local, start from the bottom, start from the grassroots. Be patient And last but not the least, run for an elected office. And if all of us that have good values, good morals, join the political space, we can make it better. I hope that you've learned one or two things from our conversation today. See you next time. God bless you. Bye.